Yeah.
So you bought all the stages?
I bought the Halfords lacquer, but the Halfords lacquer's shit.
Yeah.
And I ended up using my professional lacquer that was 4 years out of date. And it's still done a great job.
I can never get a shine in Halfords lacquer.
Hello and welcome back to a brand new video on Twigs T4, and I am Matt, and this is the free car that was given to me, the Vectra SRI. And today I'm actually joined by the owner who gave me this car, and that is Lee. And we also previously saw Lee last time with his Focus ST. So if you haven't already seen that video, make sure you go and check the link down below to see the video of Lee's Focus ST, which is an amazing car. But we're not here for that today. Today we're here for the Vectra. So we're joined with Lee. Lee, if you want to come on over, say hello.
Matt, you alright?
Oh, buddy, how's it going?
Good.
Right, so this is the Vectra. When you give it to me, there was a few little problems.
The gearbox mainly.
But let's go back all the way from when you first got it. So it was just a 1.8 standard Vectra. And what I presume you've done everything on it, all the cosmetics.
I think, it was May 2017 we originally got it, and it had 17-inch silver alloy wheels on it. Had a chrome grille, didn't have a spoiler, had a chrome strip along the boot. So the grille was sprayed, and so was the strip along the boot. Drove all the way to Coventry to get the Ermshire 19-inch Ronal wheels.
That's a fair old trek, Coventry. That's
yeah, but
dedication.
I've never seen another set of those wheels before.
No.
I saw a set advertised, I think, on eBay. They were 500 quid, and they'd been welded. They'd been cracked and welded, and these ones have never had any damage. They've not been cracked or welded or anything like that. So I thought it was worth going the extra distance. I think the guy was advertising them for 500, and I got him down to 400. So.
Oh, I see. Even better then.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I think on the front, I think in one of the previous MOTs it had failed on a broken spring, and I don't think they fitted SRI springs. It was really high at the front.
Right.
So I bought a whole new set of AMAX lowering springs, and then lowered it all the way around. Not sure about what drop it is.
No. But it does sit really nice, doesn't it? It's just right. It's not too high, it's not too low.
Yeah, it's just right.
I mean, it's drivable,
I mean, you
isn't
can't
it?
even get two fingers in there. That's standard.
That's tight.
Yeah.
You can't fist that one.
Stick your shoe in there for the shoe test.
Well, you could almost fist the exhaust, because it's the exhaust as well. That's something else that you've done, isn't it? You've done quite a lot of mods on.
The exhaust was just so quiet you couldn't hear it at all. So on eBay I got the Hoffman race pipe the D-Res race pipe and the Sportex. They had been fitted on the car, but they still look like brand new. So I can't remember where I got it from, but I did a deal with the guy and went and picked up that exhaust system. When I changed the exhaust over, I damaged the flexi pipe at the front. I got another flexi pipe fitted, and then at some point I was watching a sports cat that was on eBay for £240, and I watched it for about a year, maybe even longer, and it just popped up on my phone that it had been reduced from 240 down to something like 60 quid. So I instantly bought it.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it? When it's
exactly.
that, yeah, that's it, almost quarter of the price.
Yeah, so it's got the 200 cell sports cat, and then you've got the Hoffman race, the D-Res race tube, and then the Sportex bat box. And every time I did anything to the exhaust, you could feel the car was more peppy. It picked up much quicker.
Yeah, it is responsive. It's very responsive. Yeah, it's lovely, and it sounds really good as well. And you put a K&N filter in there, proper K&N, not an aftermarket.
No. It's a
foam filter.
56 quid panel filter, K&N panel filter. Had the headlights tinted, but that's what they need doing again now.
Yeah, I mean, right, this is why you guys need to subscribe, because these headlights, I'm actually going to do a makeover on these headlights. So we're going to get this tint off, and then the chrome, we've got to sort the chrome out on there. But that's all for another day. Today we're just going to have a look around the car. All of this has all been blacked out, hasn't it? All of this was chrome.
Yeah.
Had the chrome badge, the chrome. Yeah, but you've also done the little tinting on the...
That's fly eye tint. I actually got that fly eye tint to go on here. But then when I took it to the place for them to be tinted, he said where it had been folded, it had cracked, so he couldn't use it.
Oh, okay.
So I just, instead of throwing it away, I put it on the side repeat on the indicators on the wings.
Yeah.
And on the spotlights, rather than throw it away.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. It's a really nice car. Lovely to drive.
We painted the calipers a couple of times red. Put new discs and pads on it. Apparently they're Brembo, but I'm not 100% sure. It said Brembo on the box, but I think it may have been a cheap Chinese knockoff set.
Yeah. And also I've got to get the MOT done on this.
Which is next
it's
5 days time, isn't it?
5 days. Yeah, I haven't even booked it in yet. But I have got Euros. Shout out to Euros, because I don't know who the driver is, but she's lovely. And she was there again this morning. She dropped off the front drop links and the rear pads.
Oh, ready to go.
Ready to go. So it's all ready, and then that should be it, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It'll drive nicer as well, stop better.
Yeah, yeah.
It might stop that strange creaking that you sometimes hear on the front. I sometimes hear a creaking coming from there, and it's probably the drop link.
But yeah, you also got the front sun strip, haven't you?
Yeah, I did that a couple of times. I think I've done that a couple of times. Anyway, I did that.
And the windows are also getting tinted, and I'm actually in the process of practicing how to tint. That's another video, so if you're not subscribed, another plug to myself, because I'm trying to see if I can tint as good as a professional window tinter. So yeah, that's why only the rear quarters are tinted at the moment and the rest isn't. Just thought I'd struggle on that first bit first.
I got the Ermshire wing on there as well.
Yeah, that spoiler, it's lovely, isn't it? It just sets it right off.
Ty's idea. He said the car looks nice, and as it gets to the back, there's just nothing at the back. It just needs a spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. And it's done, 130,000 miles, and it still drives like a new car. I mean, it is... I mean, my mate said to me, he goes, what are you going to do when you're going to sell the Vectra? And I said, well, at the moment, I prefer driving the Vectra over the T4. And he's like, there's something wrong with your T4. No, it's different, isn't it? It's a car, it's not a van. It's just slightly different, and it's nice to drive, and you can hear it in the rumble. There's something, I don't know, it feels more like a driver's car. I mean, and for the era, what other cars? There's like the 3 Series BMW, the Mondeo that was out at the same time, the Mazda. They're all similar cars, but this is just, I don't know. And the funny thing about the Vectra is, the funny story is 2002, me and my partner at the time, we were actually looking at buying a brand new one of these. And we went to the Vauxhall dealership in Fareham, Newgate Lane, and saw the black. It was black as well. And
Really?
we opened, we opened the boot and we had a look inside, and we were really impressed because
It's massive in there, isn't it?
yeah, she was pregnant, so we were thinking about things like the boot space. Can you get this in? Can you get that? And when we went for a test drive, they said, "Oh, you can't test drive it. The brakes don't work." So we went, "Oh," and we ended up buying an MGZS, but that's another story. So I nearly bought one brand new, and what's that? Nearly 20 years later, here I am with one.
Well, this car, it was bought. It's only had one previous owner before me, and he serviced it every year at the same garage that it was bought from. And it had the water pump and the timing belt done at the same garage.
Yeah, there's
so
a
it has
lot of
been looked
history.
after.
Yeah, I did see there's a lot of history with it. Yeah.
And you've done the gearbox.
Yeah, I've done a few little things on it now, haven't I? But then you've done the gearbox previously as well. So I think that's like a weak point on the Vectras, maybe, the gearbox. So I replaced the gearbox. What else? Tidied the wheels up. I've just been going around tidying a few little things, haven't I?
Yeah, just touching up bits that have corroded and
Yeah.
bit of scratches or chips that have occurred on the grille and that.
But to be fair, apart from the gearbox, I haven't really had to do a great deal to it. It's just, it is what it is. And the funny thing is, it's now becoming a classic, a modern classic. It's at that age now, it's I don't know, it's just getting on into that kind of era. And when you look at cars in the market that are similar to this, wow, you're talking silly money now. And there's nothing as nice, is there really? You compare this to the Mondeo.
I did like the Mondeo, but the Mondeo is a bit of a bigger, heavier car, isn't it? This feels a bit more nimble. And the
Yes.
steering is so... You can
It's
literally
light.
steer with your little finger. The power steering's so good.
Yeah.
Even with those huge wide tyres on there.
Yeah, it is. It's very light to drive. Responsive as well, and it handles really well. I was surprised about how well it handled. Because since having the car, it's the first time I've really pushed it was round here, and that's not even pushing it. It's just, wow. And it's so nice. So I don't think I will be selling it. I know I did say in one of my videos ages ago, follow me on Instagram for when this comes up for sale, but I don't think it's going up for sale. I mean, not unless someone offers me a mad swap with something that's worth twice as much as that. Because, you just look at it, it's mint.
Yeah, the bodywork's
It's
good,
a
isn't it?
really good example. And especially underneath, when I've had it up in the air, it's clean. There's no rust on it, there's nothing.
The previous owner definitely looked after it.
Yeah.
Possibly garaged, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's a really good example of one. There's little bits of bubbling here and there, but they're only minute, and it's not even bad. They're little bits that we can touch up and sort out. But when you look around it, you don't actually see it until you actually try looking for them. And I think one of them is just on like a little strip that goes over by the window. The front windscreen, there's like a...
Oh, there's a
little
surround that can be replaced.
Yeah. So it's not in serious places that's going to cause... It's not like there's damage on the seals or within 30 centimetres of a mounting suspension point or...
No.
It's nothing like that. It's mint. It really is mint.
Once you've done those drop links and those rear pads, there's a good chance that will go through with no advisories.
Yeah.
Should we have a look under the bonnet?
Oh, let's have a look under the bonnet. Yeah.
Because the rocker cover's been replaced, hasn't it? We've got the K&N and the exhaust. It's nice and clean under there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got HIDs, hasn't it?
Yeah, the HIDs.
So that's a replacement genuine Vauxhall rocker cover because the gasket was leaking. I tried changing the gasket with the original rocker cover, but it still leaked, so I just completely changed the whole thing. I've done the thermostat on it, and obviously the sports cat's been done, and the K&M panel filters in there, and you've got the battery and the HID kit all in there, which is so much better because it was like literally no headlights before the HID kit was fitted. It's horrible down country lanes, you couldn't see where you're going. And as soon as the HID kit was in there, the white lines were literally glowing and all the signs were glowing, so it was much safer to drive.
What about... you sent me a message actually about it, about the... what was it? Parking light. Was it parking light? When you get home and it's dark, you can flash your lights or something, is it?
If you switch the engine off, and before you get out of the car, put the high beam on.
Right.
Just flash it and it stays on. Even if you try switching it off, it will stay on. It stays on for 30 seconds for you to find your way to the front door. Even if you lock the car, the headlights will still stay on, so that when you can find your way to the front door, and then they automatically switch off.
Yeah, I remember you sent me a message, and that's quite a modern thing for a 14-year-old car. It's something you don't quite expect.
On the remote, if you hold the lock button, the windows will go up. If you hold the unlock button, the windows will go down.
No, I mean it's really tidy under there, isn't it?
HIDs, sports cat, new rocker cover, the Hampshire decal.
Yeah, replace
panel filter.
Oh, that's the only other thing that I want to get done is the aircon.
Yeah. The
aircon is the last thing that has to be done.
I actually tested that when I bought the car, and the woman assured me it was working, but it was a cold day, so I wasn't sure. And obviously the first hot day I realised it wasn't working, but never got around to doing it.
No, well I will investigate that and see if it's going to be a cheap fix, I'll get it done. I mean, what I'll do is when I go for the MOT, I'm going to ask matey just to wax them in and see if it holds pressure.
Yeah.
And if it holds pressure, then I'll just get him to regas it. If not, then
I'm surprised it doesn't work because the amount of times it's been to from the previous owner.
Yeah, well,
going to the same garage for servicing every year.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to have a look because it's what's it, 134, I guess. Yeah, 134A refrigerant, 730 grams.
Should we have a look around the back?
Yeah, let's have a look around the back.
The spoiler and the painted strip. That's actually quite a light bonnet. Oh, let's see what's in here, shall we? It's got a massive boot. Oh, what's going on? Who's that?
Oh, hello there,
A
mate.
bit strange. Oh.
And as you can tell, there's plenty of room in here for 2 dead bodies.
There's this Sport-X tailpipe there. That's actually the same shape as a Vauxhall one, but twice the size.
Oh,
I
right.
had to put an extra rubber mount on there, a hardened rubber mount, because it was sitting too far to the outside and it was melting the bumper.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you had to bring it in. And it's a good size as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Blimey, yes,
No, we like that. We like that when you can
you
almost
could
fist it.
You could probably put your whole shoe in there and leave it. I tinted these bits. That's a bit of spray tint.
Oh, right.
Tie it all in, because I don't understand why they would tint the indicators but not the reverse. So I was going to do the whole thing, but I started with that and I thought it looks alright.
No, that looks fine like that.
Because sometimes if you tint it too much, it looks a bit too boy racer, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, we don't want it too dark. Yeah, like your Focus, yeah. No, I quite like it as it is. It's just right. I do like it.
That's an insignia badge, that one is.
Oh, is that? How do you know the difference then between the?
Because the old style, the Griffin was half the size. It's really small.
Oh.
It's the same as the front grille.
Oh, right,
that badge is really sort of thin.
Yeah.
The really thin Griffin.
Very
And this
flimsy.
is almost like a zoomed-in version of it, which I actually preferred because it looked more modern.
How was that? Is that just stuck on? Is it? Or
Yeah,
is
it's double-sided foam.
Oh, okay.
Same as any other badge.
Oh, so I can get that off and put that black as well.
Yeah, there's no holes in there.
Yeah.
Either that or just take it off and don't have it.
Nah, we keep the Vauxhall badge.
Yeah, I think it looks better with the badge.
Yeah, I've got to keep the badge, but we do it black, metallic black, so it's all exactly the same. Black sapphire, isn't it?
Yes.
And unfortunately, I had a bird shit on it. It's on the way here.
That's good luck.
It's always
isn't
the
it?
way. Well, it's good luck if it's on your head. But no, it's
not
always
yours
the
on
way.
the car.
I spent hours this morning cleaning the car just for today. And then this happens. Bird poo. Devastated.
Happens every time you polish the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you wash it, it rains. If you
Pidgeotos.
polish it, it gets covered in crap.
Yeah.
It's too shiny.
No, that's good. It's good. It's good.